Hi, so today we're looking at data interpretation. So bar graph given below shows the sales of books. So basically sales are given. You can directly go to the question and answer. What is the ratio of total sales of branch B2 to the total sales of branch B4? So this is comparatively easy. So you have to just find the average or the total. Here total is, if you look at it, is 140. Out here total will be 180. If you remove the ratio, it becomes 7:9. 70:90, which is 7:9. D option. You can also make it out saying the average out here is 70, the average out here is 90. 85, 90 average is 90, 65, 75 average is 70, 7:9. That will be the answer. Not difficult. Total sales of branch B6 in both the years, that is 150, is what percent of total sales of branch B3 in both the years? If you look at B3 in both the years is 205. And here we are basically finding percentage. One way to calculate percentage is to try to make the denominator close to 100, which is, if I make it half, this becomes 75 upon 202.5. If I make it half, I repeat again, if you look at total sales, okay, here is 150 upon 205, which is 75 upon 202.5. Make it half. Now to make it 100, I can minus 2.5 in the denominator. If I'm subtracting 2.5 in the denominator to make it 100, I'll subtract a value slightly less than 2.5 in the numerator. So from the option, it has to be 73.17%. Because for 71.11, I have to subtract more than 2.5. Look, here when you subtract the values in both the places, you have to subtract proportionate values. Since 75 is less than 102.5, so value I'll subtract on top will be less than 2.5. The only option that satisfies is 73.17. You can mark the answer. Another way is, obviously you can cancel it out, bring it out to the common this one. So if you look at 5 divided by 5 both the places, so 41:30. Now divide and check it out. What will be the answer? You will realize you will get the answer 73.17. What percent of average sales of B1, B2, B3? So if I look at B1, B2, B3 2001, that is 105, 65, 101, 10. So what's the total? If you look at total is 280. Is the average sales of B1, B3, B6? So if I look at B1, B3, B6 in 2000 is 80 plus 95 plus 70, 245. I mean, you can, to find the average, you normally divide by 3, but you don't have to divide by 3 because anyway gets cancelled. So 245 by 280, right? You can try to divide and then try to work out. So if I divide by 5 on both the places, it becomes 49 upon 56, right? Now to make it 50, if I subtract 6 from here to make it 50, right? 49 is close to 56, little less than 56. I can subtract 5 approximately. To it becomes, if I subtract 5, it becomes 44 upon 50, which is approximately 88%. Right? If I subtract 5 from the numerator, if I'm subtracting 6 from the denominator, I'll subtract 5 from the numerator approximately. So automatically you will get 44 upon 50, which is approximately 88%. You can mark the answer as D. So what I'm doing is I'm rounding up the denominator in the previous sum to 100, here to 50, and when I'm subtracting proportionate numbers. If the numerator was half of denominator, I would have subtracted 3. Right? So here it is almost, close, little less, so I subtracted 5. What are the average sales of all branches for year 2000? I can assume average is 70 because everything is slightly above 70, and then add what is above 70. So plus 10, plus 5, plus 25, plus 15, plus 5. If you add all this, you will get 10 plus 5, 15, 25, 40, 40 plus 15, 55, plus 5, 60. You will get plus 60 for 6, which gives you plus 10 average. So you get plus 60 for 6, which gives you plus 10. So 70 plus 10 will give you 80 as the answer. The advantage of doing this is you can do everything in your mind. I mean, single digit calculation or calculation 10, 5, 25 can be easily solved in your mind. The moment you take bigger numbers, it requires more calculations. Small number can be easily done in your mind and can be done faster. Total sales of B1, B3, B5 in both the years is, so B1 if you look at it is 185, B3 if you look at it is 205, right? So this itself you add, it becomes 390. And then we have B5, when you add it becomes 170, so total becomes 560, D option. So in these type of sums, being quick in your calculation is important. You can finish this sum really fast if you're fast in calculation. I agree these sums are really easy, but the difference between a person who normally cracks the exam and a person who does not is the speed at which you solve the sums. The faster you solve, the better you will be and the more you will score. That's how the speed based test works, right? Thank you.